You know that feeling? You finish a conversation with a girl and your brain just won't shut up? Was that flirting? Was she just being friendly? Am I reading too much into this? And you go back and forth until you've completely talked yourself out of making a move. Bro, you're not crazy. You're just not trained to read the right signals. See, women rarely come out and say, "I like you" first. That's not how it works for most of them. Instead, they communicate attraction in subtle, almost invisible ways. Little things, quiet things, things that most guys walk right past without even blinking. So today, I'm breaking down 7 real signs a girl is attracted to you, even when she'll never say it out loud. No myths, no guesswork, just the actual signals you need to start paying attention to. Let's get into it. Number 1. She finds reasons to keep the conversation going. Think about it. When you're not interested in someone, what do? You give short answers, you look for an exit, you let the conversation die naturally because you're not invested in keeping it alive. Now flip that. If a girl keeps asking you questions, keeps adding new topics when one dies down, keeps pulling the thread, she's not doing that by accident. She's doing it because she doesn't want the interaction to end. Pay attention to who's doing the work. If she's contributing energy, adding to the conversation, laughing and building on what you say, she's enjoying you, and she wants more of you. That's attraction, bro. Simple as that. Number 2. Her body turns toward you even when she doesn't have to. This one is pure instinct. When people are attracted to someone, their body physically orients toward that person. It's subconscious. She's not thinking, "Let me angle my shoulders toward him." Her body just does it. So notice this. You're in a group conversation. Is she facing you more than others? When she laughs, does she turn toward you even if you didn't say the joke? When she sits down near you, does she lean slightly in your direction? The body doesn't lie. Words can be controlled, tone can be managed, but body language leaks the truth every single time. If she's pointed at you, she's pulled toward you. Number 3. She remembers the small things you said. Here's the truth. People remember what they care about. That's just how the brain works. If something matters to you, it sticks. If it doesn't, it evaporates. So when a girl brings up something you casually mentioned 3 weeks ago, your dog's name, that one movie you said you liked, that thing you said about your hometown, she remembered it because she was paying attention, because you mattered enough to her brain to store that information. That's not a small thing. That's huge. Most people are barely half listening in most conversations. When she locks in on your details and brings them back later, that's investment. That's her saying without saying, "I was listening to you. I was thinking about you." She gets slightly awkward or shy around you specifically. This one surprises guys because they expect attracted girls to be smooth and confident. But here's what actually happens. When a girl likes someone, she gets self-conscious around them. She cares about how she comes across. She worries about saying the wrong thing. So she might stumble over her words a little. She might laugh at something that wasn't even that funny. She might touch her hair or her face without realizing it. She might go quieter than usual right after a moment of eye contact. That nervous energy, that's not discomfort with you. That's discomfort with how much she cares about what you think. There's a big difference. If she's perfectly relaxed and unbothered around you the same way she is with everyone else, she probably sees you as just a friend. But if there's a slight shift, a slight self-awareness, pay attention to that. Number 5. She reacts when you mention other girls. You don't have to do this on purpose. It can happen naturally. You mention a female coworker, a girl from class, someone you ran into, and for just a second, her energy shifts. Her smile drops a fraction. Her reply gets a little shorter. She asks a follow-up question she's trying to make sound casual but isn't. Bro, that's emotional investment showing itself. Girls try to hide this. They know it looks obvious and they don't want to seem jealous. But the emotional reaction moves faster than the filter. If she didn't care about you, she wouldn't care about who you're talking to. You don't need to test this deliberately. Just notice it when it happens naturally. That tiny flicker of reaction is one of the most honest signals she'll ever give you. Number 6. She finds small excuses to be physically close to you. Not dramatic physical contact, not throwing herself at you, small things. She sits next to you when there are other options. She touches your arm lightly when she laughs. She leans in a little closer than she needs to when she's making a point. She brushes past you when there was plenty of room to walk around. These aren't accidents, they're invitations. She's testing the physical proximity, seeing if you're comfortable with her being close, seeing if you'll close the gap or back away. These small physical moments are her checking the temperature. She's not going to make a big move, but she's absolutely nudging the situation in a direction. If you notice this happening consistently, that's her way of saying, without saying, you can come closer, I'm open to it. Number 7, and this is the one most guys completely miss. Her friends already know who you are. This is the final one, and honestly, once you see this, you can't unsee it. You meet her friends for the first time, and one of them says, "Oh, you're the one she mentioned." Or they already know your name without being introduced. Or they give each other that look, that quick glance that says something without words. Listen to me. Girls do not brief their entire friend group about random guys they're not thinking about. If her friends know your name, your vibe, something funny you did, she's been talking about you. Probably more than once. Women process their feelings by talking about them. Her friends are basically her emotional archive. If you're in that archive, you're on her mind. And if you're on her mind, you already know what that means. Look, one of these signs on its own, maybe nothing. But 2, 3, 4 of them showing up consistently from the same girl? Stop second-guessing yourself. She's interested. She's just waiting to see if you're confident enough to act on it. The worst thing you can do is see all the signs, know what they mean, and still do nothing because you talked yourself out of it. Drop a comment and tell me, which sign have you missed in the past? Because I already know most of you have a story. And if you want to know exactly how to make a move once you've spotted the signs, without being awkward, without killing the vibe, I made a whole video on that. Go watch it. You already know what you need to do next.